Citybiz audience. I'm Trish Gordon, and I'm so excited to be here today. We are interviewing the CEO of the Goldie Initiative, Megan Abraham. Megan, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me, Citybiz. I'm thrilled to be here as the new CEO of the Goldie Initiative. I am Megan Abraham.
Megan, it is such a pleasure to be here with you, and it is my pleasure to be interviewing you as now the CEO of the Goldie Initiative. Now, I don't know if you remember, but you and I first met when I was a board member with the Goldie Initiative. And it was earlier on in my career with JLL, a career that has so far taken me to vice president. But at the time, I was introduced to JLL because of the Goldie Initiative. And one of my mentors took me to a program to meet the CEO of then JLL. I was so excited, and here I am to interview you.
Yes, Trish, I would love to hear. How did you become a Goldie Scholar?
Oh my goodness. So in 2012, I believe, I was coming from the world of architecture and I wanted to move into construction management. Wasn't sure how to do that. So I decided to go back to school to get an MBA. And through through my application process to Roosevelt University, I met other women who told me about the Goldie Initiative. I applied and was accepted. So I was one of the first sets of Goldie scholars. We called ourselves Goldie Girls. And through that program, I was introduced to commercial real estate. At the time, I didn't even realize it was a thing. But now I know it's a really big thing and a great and dynamic career that young women can get into. So you all see how passionate I am about real estate, but I want you to hear more about Megan and how passionate she is for the Goldie Initiative. So for everyone of our listeners, Megan, tell us about yourself and then briefly describe the work of the Goldie Initiative and its mission.
Thank you so much, Trish. So happy to have you in our ranks of Goldie Scholars and former board members. We are so lucky to have you on the Goldie Initiative team. Thank you. Thank you so much to Citybiz for having me. I'm Megan Roth Abraham. I have been appointed CEO of the Goldie Initiative as of March 2023. I was previously the executive director of the organization from 2016 to 2020. And during that time, I brought the organization to new heights. As Trish mentioned, the Goldie Initiative began at Roosevelt University in 2007. We supported women who were pursuing advanced degrees in commercial real estate focused degree programs. Those included MBA and MSRE, Masters of Science in Real Estate programs, strictly at Roosevelt University in 2007. In 2015, the Goldie Initiative decided to branch out from Roosevelt University and become its own nonprofit 501c3 nonprofit organization. That is when we were able to start supporting female leaders at other universities. So in addition to Roosevelt University, we supported in the first few years female leaders at DePaul, Northwestern, University of Wisconsin, and University of Chicago. Today, in 2023, the Goldie Initiative has expanded to support female leaders in graduate school at 18 universities across the United States, and we continue to grow. My background is really a story of real estate. As many of our scholars have learned throughout their careers, real estate is either a business that you fall into by birth, or it's a business that you fall into by happenstance. I don't think there's a lot of people back in the day, at least in my day, that went to school seeking a career in real estate and went to high school, college, graduate school for a career in real estate. It just sort of happens. For many of our Goldie scholars and people that I'm associated with, they have familial ties to the real estate business. But for most people in real estate, it's a business that they fall into and wind up loving and want to remain committed to. And that's really what happened to me. I started my career in international business, which led me to the National Association of Realtors International Department, which is now called the Global Department at NAR, the National Association of Realtors, headquartered in Chicago, Illinois. And I had a long career, over 10 years with NAR and its affiliated international real estate organizations. That gave me the baseline for a career in real estate. I then pursued a degree, a master's degree in nonprofit management at DePaul University in Chicago. My degree at DePaul University led me to a career seeking to run a nonprofit organization. My goals as a professional coming out of my degree program at DePaul University were to lead a nonprofit organization. Through my connections in the Chicago business community, I found the Goldie Initiative, who had recently become a 501c3 organization, a 501c3 nonprofit in 2015. So in 2016, I took over as executive director, really to bring that organization to the next level. So I like to credit myself as the person who brought the Goldie Initiative into the limelight. And we established our first Goldie Gala in 2017 and have been off to the races ever since. When I started with the Goldie Initiative in 2016, we started with 12 Goldie Scholars at 5 universities when I started in 2017. When I left in 2020, we were serving 25 Goldie Scholars at dozens of universities. And we now serve 30 Goldie Scholars at 18 universities across the United States. Trish, would you like me to tell you a little bit about the Goldie Initiative and what we do?
I would love that. You are having a huge impact around the world, and I want to hear so much more about it, Megan.
So, the Goldie Initiative supports female leaders in real estate in several ways. First and foremost, we're a scholarship program. There are not a lot of scholarships for students in graduate school that are not studying research. We're talking business school, we're talking masters in real estate, other finance related careers. Graduate schools offer a few scholarship programs, especially for students who are taking classes part-time. So part-time evening and weekend programs, there's very few scholarships for part-time evening and weekend graduate school programs in business. The Goldie Initiative offers a $15,000 scholarship over a 2-year period to female students in graduate school. They have to show that they are committed to the real estate industry. That is a wide swath of industries. That could be architecture or construction, as Trish started out in. It can also be finance. It could be law and many other business-related sub-industries related to the real estate general industry. So we are very broad in our definition of the commercial real estate industry. We want to see passion, women who are committed to staying in the real estate industry and are pursuing graduate degrees because of their love of real estate and all of the beautiful and rewarding career paths that it offers. So in addition to the scholarship, which is $15,000 over a 2-year period, we offer mentoring. Mentoring is a key element of our program, and we have many partner organizations and women and men from all sub-industries of commercial real estate who serve as mentors in our program. Networking. We love to see our Goldie Scholars get engaged in networking opportunities. That is how real estate is done, through relationship building. We force our Goldie Scholars to network. We make them develop their own personal brand so that if they are given the opportunity to be stuck in the elevator with someone like Penny Pritzker, former Commerce Secretary of the United States, they know what to tell her for that 1-minute elevator ride. We send our Goldie Scholars to numerous networking events throughout the year. Finally, leadership development. We are interested in female leaders. We want them to get to the C-suite, and we develop programming that will help them earn their way into the C-suite at the large commercial real estate firms that they seek to be employed by.
I love it, Megan. This is a huge impact. And I know all of the scholars that I am still in touch with because of the networking and the mentorship that was brought forth by the Goldie Initiative has really impacted my world. And I am so grateful for that. So, under your leadership, Megan, what are you aiming to do differently with the Goldie Initiative? And where do you see it going over the next few years?
The Goldie Initiative has seen tremendous growth since we were started in 2007. In 2017, we established our Goldie Gala, which has become one of the top networking events in the Chicago real estate scene over the last few years. We had a few hiccups there in the pandemic, but we switched over to virtual and were able to raise amazing amounts. In fact, last year, our Goldie Gala brought in $1 million to support the Goldie Initiative. We have a mandate from our donors. Yeah, it was amazing. We have a mandate from our donors and the supporters, which are mostly corporate sponsors, to take this organization to the next level. Our mandate is to take this organization to the next level, and we have big plans to do so. The Goldie Initiative has already become a national organization programmatically. We have scholars not only at many of the Chicago elite business schools, law schools, and other universities, but we have students in up to 10 states at a time. We have students at University of Wisconsin, University of Michigan, Cornell University, the Wharton School, Columbia, NYU. We have become a national organization, and we want to take the Goldie Initiative as an organization to the next level. Our plans over the next few years are to develop a platform that we can scale and replicate the Goldie Initiative model in other cities while still building a cohort of female leaders that can continue to stay connected through their ambitious careers and finally in the C-suite when they become the next generation of commercial real estate professionals.
I love to hear that. We are all going for it, I promise. So tell me, oh, I'm so excited to hear that. And I know there are so many of Goldie's girls out there. They're really striving in commercial real estate and making a big impact. So I'm so thankful once again and excited to see what you do with it over the next couple years. It's going to be exciting. So I want to hear more from you, Megan, about what differentiates the Goldie Initiative from other women's professional organizations. And how has partnering with other women's organizations helped the Goldie Initiative grow and meet its goals?
The Goldie Initiative differs from other women's real estate professional organizations because we are focused strictly on the scholarship recipients. Our small but mighty team of professionals focuses only on our Goldie scholars and our alumni, whereas other real estate organizations are focused on different goals than the Goldie Initiative. They may be focused more on research or developing leaders from other underrepresented groups in real estate, creating awesome networking events. The Goldie Initiative loves to tap into other organizations' amazing programs by providing them with the scholarship opportunity and a specific leadership path for women seeking the C-suite. That's what really differentiates us. Goldie Wolf Miller herself got to the C-suite at the Goldie B. Wolf Company, and she was the first woman owner of a commercial real estate brokerage in the country. We want to emulate that example by sending our Goldie scholars to the C-suite. We do that through this scholarship opportunity that comes with a lot of extra benefits and a wonderful program. And that's really what differentiates us from the other real estate networking associations all around the country. We love to call them our partners, and we do have many, many connections with the real estate associations that support our industry, but we are really focused on the prize, which is that corner office for our female leaders.
So I know that I was the beneficiary of all of the mentoring that happens as a result of the Goldie Initiative and being a Goldie Scholar. But I'd like to know more about how that has moved forward since I was in there in 2013 and 2014. How does mentoring help women reach the C suite in commercial real estate? And what are the organization's strategies related to mentoring Goldie Scholars and other up and coming female leaders?
Mentoring is a key element of the Goldie Initiative opportunity. It is probably the thing that differentiates us the most and the most valued element, besides often the cash that we offer through the scholarship. It is the reason why people seek out the Goldie Initiative. Mentoring counteracts some of the institutional barriers that we see in the commercial real estate industry. Mentoring allows our young female leaders to ask questions that might not be appropriate on the golf course or in the frat house or in the locker room, where a lot of real estate deals have historically taken place. The mentoring that our female leaders receive counteracts some of that male dominated culture that has been pervasive in commercial real estate. And what do I mean by that? Well, perhaps a young woman doesn't know how to handle being the only woman around the boardroom table. Our mentors help coach our Goldie Scholars through uncomfortable situations where they might be in a male dominated environment. In addition, our mentors help our Goldie Scholars make connections. It is much harder for women these days to get out to networking events, considering the pandemic related shutdowns, but also the demands of home, work, and school. Those are weigh very heavily on our Goldie Scholars. Our mentors open doors for our Goldie Scholars. They make the right introductions and they help them navigate those introductions with advice and the right information they need. In addition, our mentors often help our Goldie Scholars through difficult conversations at work and things like salary negotiations. In addition, our mentors have gotten many of our Goldie Scholars new and better jobs that will ultimately lead them to the C suite. I would say that mentorship is the most valuable thing that a woman can seek out as part of her career path. I think that there are a lot of women who feel that asking for help or seeking out female camaraderie could be counteractive to their career goals. But men do it all the time. I think women really need a little bit of a push. Having a mentor from the Goldie Initiative breaks down barriers for women to really get to the meat of what it takes to become a leader in this commercial real estate business.
Wow. And even your career has had many twists and turns up to this path as CEO and nonprofit management. Did you have mentors to help you along the way, Megan?
I would count Goldie Wolf Miller as one of my mentors. She has really helped me grow into this role of CEO at the Goldie Initiative. I seek her advice out just as our Goldie Scholars too. Our Goldie Scholars get their Wednesdays with Goldie every week in the winter and spring months, where they get to spend 45 minutes to an hour talking on the phone with Goldie herself. They can talk about whatever they want, their family, their career, school, what the weather's like. It doesn't matter. Goldie helps them all. And she has been a very important mentor to me in my path as CEO of the Goldie Initiative.
I concur. She is wonderful and has also been a mentor to me since 2013. So I'm very excited. That is one of the huge benefits, along with the many other mentors that we get as Goldie Scholars. It is such an honor to be able to speak with those leaders in commercial real estate who want to help us and see us succeed. So, why should young women pursue careers in commercial real estate? And specifically, why should they pursue graduate programs?
Very good question. Women should pursue careers in commercial real estate because The real estate community is the best community. Take it from me. I've worked in a lot of different businesses and a lot of different nonprofits. There's no people like the real estate people. They're the best. Women need to be in that community, and they're underrepresented, as are other groups such as people of color and immigrants and LGBTQ individuals. We need to see more diversity in the real estate industry. The Goldie Initiative is really focused on women. We want to see women in the C suite. This is a great opportunity for women who represent under 10% of Fortune 500 C suite leaders. This is an opportunity for women to break barriers and get into an industry that will welcome them. Commercial real estate has so many paths to the C suite. There are ways to make money, and there are very, very rewarding outcomes when it comes to real estate. I've heard so many times in my career how rewarding it is to see that development open its doors on its groundbreaking, or to get the deal and receive the check that comes along with it. Why should women be cut out of this male dominated industry? We deserve to be part of it. And there are so many women who have skills that can make the commercial real estate industry better.
Yes, it's awesome to be a Goldie Scholar. And yes, there is money involved for school, which is such a huge impact. But there's also two other major pillars to being a Goldie Scholar, and those are networking and mentorship. Tell us more about how important that is to a career in commercial real estate.
Commercial real estate is all about who you know. It's a relationship business. So the networking opportunities that the Goldie Initiative provides really solidify women in the community of commercial real estate. Our mentors are part of that networking opportunity. As I mentioned earlier, they're making introductions. They're bringing their Goldie Scholar mentees to events where they can introduce them to the right people. All of those things are crucial to real estate business. It's not about how quickly you can crunch the numbers or how you are crossing your T's and dotting your I's. Those things are really important, but it's really about who you know, and it's about who you know, and it's also about your reputation. So the Goldie Initiative provides a cachet for women to be able to get their foot in the door in a career path that they might not have been able to without the leaders that help them get them there. The Goldie Initiative has access to some of the top women in commercial real estate. Our sheroes, who are women that have paved the way for the commercial real estate industry, include some of the top names in Chicago commercial real estate industry. Those include Shelley Rosenberg, Lynn Reich, Karen Case, Pam Bonham, Deborah Cafaro, and this year Mary Ludgen, in addition to Goldie B. Wolf Miller herself. These women have paved the way for Goldie Scholars and can provide them with special opportunities and can help open doors for them in very lucrative field of commercial real estate. Our Goldie Scholars also get a chance to meet with Penny Pritzker, former Commerce Secretary of the United States in the Obama administration. They get to have breakfast with Penny Pritzker every year and present her with their personal brand elevator pitch. This opportunity is once in a lifetime. How often are you in the room with someone of the caliber of Goldie B. Wolf Miller and Penny Pritzker and be able to have an intimate conversation about your real estate goals? These are the kinds of opportunities that the Goldie Initiative offers because we are so laser focused on getting women into the C-suite of commercial real estate.
So that is so amazing, all of the opportunities with the Goldie Wolf Miller Initiative. So tell me, how can companies, organizations, and individuals support and get more involved with the Goldie Initiative? And how might companies interested in supporting women gain access to this impressive pool of female leaders in the commercial real estate industry?
Anyone can access information about the Goldie Initiative by visiting our website, goldieinitiative.org. On that site, you will find information not only about our annual fundraiser, the Goldie Gala, which will take place this September 21st in Chicago. Join us. Um, there's plenty of sponsorship opportunities for our Goldie Gala coming up in September, where companies who are looking to make a difference in diversifying the real estate industry by supporting female leaders can sponsor the Goldie Initiative with donations ranging from $2,500 to over $25,000. The Goldie Initiative has over 150 sponsors who support our Goldie Gala annually. In addition to our sponsorship opportunities that can be found at our website, the Goldie Initiative also has a list of our Goldie Scholars. It's called the Goldie Pages, where you can see the caliber of Goldie Scholars that have passed through our ranks over the last almost 2 decades. We also have a mentorship opportunity for companies who sponsor the Goldie Initiative, where they can gain access for female up and coming members of their staff to access Goldie Initiative mentors. In addition, we have other partners and networking events that sponsors and companies interested in a higher level of involvement with the Goldie Initiative can pursue.
Tell me a little bit more about how those companies can get involved, that last part there.
Companies can get involved with the Goldie Initiative by sponsoring the Goldie Initiative through our Goldie Gala and other sponsorship opportunities. And they can also gain access to our network by joining our board, by engaging with us on committees, and getting involved with our mentorship platform.
That's wonderful. I think every company should see this interview with Citybiz, and they should go right to the website and they should find out how they can support and get involved. So not only that, now you as a CEO, Megan, amazing, so excited about that opportunity for you and what you are going to do. I want to know about your personal values and how have you intentionally instilled those into the Goldie Initiative?
I'm inspired daily by Peter Drucker's famous quote that culture eats strategy for breakfast. I love strategy. I'm big on strategic planning. In fact, the Goldie Initiative is about to embark on its next 5-year strategic plan, and I'm very excited to get involved in that process. But it's about the culture. It's about treating women and all people who work at the Goldie Initiative in a way that makes them feel like they are a leader. My values are about leadership. What can you do today that will make you a better leader tomorrow? Who can you talk to today that will advance you and make your career better? What nice thing that can you do today that can be repaid to you later on in a business situation? We're not talking a quid pro quo. It's really just do the right thing and it will come back to help support whatever it is that you are looking to achieve as a leader. I truly believe that developing a culture of leadership and opportunity is the way of the Goldie Initiative and will be a role model type of organization that our women working in the commercial real estate industry can emulate.
That's amazing. Thank you for sharing, Megan. And I just want to know one more thing here. What is the best piece of advice you've heard in the context of the Goldie Initiative?
The best piece of advice that I've heard in the context of the Goldie Initiative is to take risks. Fill out that application to become a Goldie Scholar. Pick up the phone and call that person who you want to learn more about. Send an email to someone who you want to support you in your career. Take risks. And that type of advice has been conveyed by everyone who has succeeded in the commercial real estate industry, and especially women. Women are not the most risk-taking community. We need role models of people who can help us take risks in a more safe and rewarding way. That is what the Goldie Initiative does. It allows women to take risks in a safe and comforting environment that will ultimately help them succeed in commercial real estate.
Wow. Big risk, big reward. You heard it here first, Citybiz audience. Thank you for joining us today. We have just concluded our interview with the CEO of the Goldie Initiative, Megan Abraham. I'm Trish Gordon, and it has been my pleasure to be with you here today.